Now you listen here, brother. All you Trumpomaniacs out there that thought it was time to release the Crkn. Not so fast. And for all you micro-strategy Bitcoin-aholics who didn't get the fuck out of Dodge at 5:43 when the Hulkster was ringing the bell inside of the private Discord at 5:30. Because the obvious question of this day is, what you gonna do, brother, when the Hulkster runs wild on you? I am a real American. All right, ladies and gentlemen, come on now. Hit me in the comments. How was that? Off the cuff. Never had a script, never rehearsed. Straight from here, baby. How was that for the Hulkster? If you didn't get the fuck out of Dodge and MSTR at 5:40 and change when I was in doing my 4th video of the day, 17 motherfucking videos on Monday. Can you believe that? Inside of the Discord, I've been averaging 7 or 8 videos a day. I do 1 or 2 of these a week. You want to make some money? Hey, brother, you want to do business with a guy that's 140 in 3? Go to shopsmallbiz.com. After this video, get a Discord if you don't have a small biz. That's 2/3 of our members. Premium if you do. Shopsmallbiz.com, because between now and Christmas Day, you buy 1 month, you get 2 free. That's $1 a day, folks. $1 a day. Although I forgot my bling. That's real. Not so sure about this, brother. What'd you think of the Hulkster? What do you think of the Crkn? Did you get out of MSTR? Did you play it? Full disclosure, I fucked up. I bought BitF, and I'm going to explain that one first. The arbitrage that's going on, why the smaller miners are getting shorted by the institutions to help hedge the convertible debt they're issuing to MicroStrategy, which, again, I think the bubble just burst. Is it the ultimate bubble? Probably not. We're going to have a hard time getting back up and through 540 and small change. It dropped $111 an hour after I did that video. And as I showed everybody in the private Discord community that you can get 1 month, pay 1 month, get 2 free from now until Christmas. Don't fucking tell me you don't have $1 a day. Don't fucking tell me you can't hang out with a guy and about 400 of his friends that are 140 and 3. Oh, what about the Crkn? If I sold the 3 other stocks, I'm down on 140 and 6. In other words, we've averaged through 15 months about 23 wins for every motherfucking loss. How you doing? In 2020, MSTR was $15. One of the super cycles of Bitcoin, it 10x to 150. Then it came all the way back to where it started. Then in 2023 at 35, it started its next super cycle run, which we're in the midst of right now, and I don't think it's over yet. But this morning when it hit 5:30 and I did that video, and it ultimately went to 543, it was 15x above home base, aka its long-term moving averages. Anytime that happens, ring the fucking bell. I got to get one of those. Get the fuck out of Dodge, baby. Party's over, at least for now. Big support at 370. So if you're long at $100 or whatever it is on MSTR, you probably have major support in and around halfway through the Fibonacci 50% retracement. But in terms of this cycle, because they've been issuing massive amounts of convertible debt, which basically function as a call option, and to hedge that bet at all-time highs, they're shorting Riot, CleanSpark, BitF. We own it at 185. The motherfucker should be twice what it is now at 210. Now, my hope is now that the MicroStrategy short-term bubble is burst, the new SEC, because Gensler is worthless, will come in and say, you know what? You're causing way too much destruction at the behest of institutions that are greedy as hell. Why were they, for example, loading up at 100 on Bitcoin? His largest purchase ever at 96,000? What the fuck is that? Do you remember when he was on CNBC, and I'll get to the Crkn in a second, at 20K, Looked like he was on a 12-day bender smoking fucking Marlboros or Camels, non-filter, with a bottle of Jack. That was about a week after Kramer said sell it all at 18.5. I've been a bull since 1,000. And while I'm ashamed of the fact that I'm not a multimillionaire because of it, I've been right on the tops and the bottoms, most recently at 52K. Where's this top going to be? Somewhere around 125. And then what's going to happen? Your normal 30 to 40% pullback that's going to scare everybody to death, only to bottom out 6 months or thereabouts beyond the next halving and run again to 250,000, pull back 30 to 40%. But MSTR, I'm not so sure. Massive convertible debt at all-time highs. They short the miners because it acts like a call option. And the small miners that you might be buried in like I am, I'm still up 20%, but I should be up 100. Fucked up by not buying Mara. That did double. They're playing the same game. But anytime, I don't care what it is, I always say this, stocks have gravity. Crypto has gravity. This motherfucker at 543 was 15x from where the rally started last year. Without that leverage, it's nowhere close, halfway at best. Bitcoin has doubled and it's up 15x in the last year. If the feds don't come along, Mother Nature, or should I say Mother Crypto, is going to come along and go poop. So, before we move to the Crkn, I think you're in the middle of a super cycle that's going to peak somewhere around March, April. 125K on Bitcoin, maybe slightly higher. If you're stuck in the smaller miners and you're underperforming like we are, when you get up to 115, 120, and that might happen soon, or somewhere in the middle of the first quarter, pull the ripcord. Because it either means that the cycle is topping out or they're never going to get their arms around the arbitrage situation, which again, the big boys are buying debt, which acts as a call option, and to hedge that bet, they're shorting the smaller miners. And with that said, what the fuck happened with the Crkn last night at 125? Last trade, 88. Full disclosure, we've had a hold on the Crkn for several weeks. 68% of our Discord voted, again yesterday, not to be buying more when it started to percolate after that news announcement, or what I'll call the fluff piece. One of many in the last 2 or 3 years. In typical fashion, the stock shoots up and ultimately closes at 125. Boom, all the way back down to 83 at the open. You might be sitting there with your unlubricated thumb up your ass, got sucked in once again and thinking, what the fuck happened? I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. But will you do me a favor? Thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, say something below, and don't forget, buy 1 month, get 2 free at shopsmallbiz.com. It's an incredible opportunity to make a bloody motherfucking fortune over the next 4 years with the Trumpster. Discord, if you don't have a Small Biz Premium, which has everything if you do, shopsmallbiz.com. Here's what happens, my opinion. Phone rings. Liquius answers. Hey, hello. Oh, hey, Doug. Yeah, listen, we're going to turn that Eloc back on. You know the one we suspended 3 weeks ago? In other words, we kind of fibbed. You know, we kind of, whatever you want to fucking call it. Yeah, all right, well, what's going on? Well, we need $2 million. Which would have been about 1.5 or 6 million shares. All right, what time are you going to release the news? 6 p.m. All right, we'll be on standby. And as per legal Eloc equity line of credit conditions, Liquius, their underwriter, has to directly reach out to the Crkn and buy that amount of stock. As per most Elocs, they then have 5 to 10 days to blow out that stock because they can't, as per the conditions of the filing, become more than a 5%, aka insider of the company. So they may get the phone call. They know the amount. They know the number of shares they're going to have to buy from the Crkn. They know the news is coming at 6 p.m. Perhaps themselves and or one or two of their institutional friends is on standby. Boom, they start taking out offers. Oh my God, the alerts go off. Stock twits, Reddits, Wall Street bets. Here comes the dumb retail. Wait, it's kind of like trading places. Wait, hold, sell. And they fucking start bleeding it out at 105, 110, 115, 1.25, etc. And then this morning, they most likely finish whatever it is they started yesterday, and they knock the stock all the way back down to where it started, once again at 83 cents a share. And I must remind you, if you haven't forgotten so already, the CEO has no credibility. He's been doing this for 3 years. You have a stock market near all-time highs. This stock this morning at 83 was less than 10% from an all-time low. Look at the share count since the last reverse split. It's almost quadrupled. And it's probably on its way to quadrupling again. Because let us not forget, they gave 20 million shares to their underwriter, Liquius. And now everybody knows, not only did you tell us it was suspended, because if you read the fine print of yesterday's news announcement, it clearly states, and I'm not going to read it again, go read it for yourself, that they could turn it back on at any time, most likely last night, because they've got acquisitions and all sorts of bullshit that they need to fund. Right. Look, I commend Doug, A++, for surviving Chapter 11 a year ago. Their smart insert window biz was delayed. He went out and not only acquired one, but 2 or 3 companies. They've already told you 30 to 35 million with 4 times that of opportunity over the next 3 or 4 years. It is a fact based on yesterday's news announcement that RFK Jr. in particular has talked repeatedly about removing fluoride and lead from our water. This is a sweet spot for the Crkn. So do I think it's ultimately going back over $1? Yes, I do. But until the CEO clearly states what and when and how much of this fucking ELOC they need, and oh, by the way, didn't you tell us almost a year ago you were going to a non-dilutive line of credit? Whatever happened to that one? But until they get clear, including with how many of the 20 million shares did Liquius sell? What exactly keeps going on? Why is every motherfucking pump followed by an equal amount of dump? And the answer is they keep adding more and more shares to the float, making it harder and harder for us to breathe. Doug, you have a chance right here and now. Let it get back over $1. Regain NASDAQ compliance. And then come out with an honest fucking answer. We turned it back on because this, or we've got an acquisition that we're looking at in terms of that. Plenty of companies will say, we're looking at a $20 million acquisition that could add XYZ. Plenty of companies say that. That's not inside information. That's called honesty. That's how you regain credibility. But if you're going to continue to pump and dump, might I warn everybody in closing, don't buy it. Don't fucking fall for it. If you're going to nibble on the lows, like we told people was okay to do between 87 and 77, and they got some today, fine. But know in the back of your head, most likely the next time they fucking pump this, it's because they've been on the horn with their underwriter. They know what time the news is coming out. They're taking advantage of dumb retail idiots who think, oh my God, this is the one, when in fact, it's just another round of motherfucking ELOC dilution. And until next time, always remember, brother, that I love you, and thanks for watching.